Going to prison is not what we would plan for, but if we one day should become inmates, the first thing we would plan for is to have another chance at freedom. In doing so, some prisoners will do probably anything to be successful and even risk their lives. Prison escapes are rare, but when they do occur, they cause panic in the countries and gain lots of media attention. In this video, we have brought you the top 10 craziest but successful prison escapes of all time. If you like content like this, please subscribe and hit the like button. Let's dive in. Number 10. Choi Gapbach. Yoga has got numerous benefits to your life, and one of them is escaping prison. This sounds weird, right? In September 2012, Choi Gapbach was arrested for being accused of a robbery in South Korea. He was considered a master of yoga and had been practicing it for 23 years. During his lockup one night when the guards were asleep, he decided to use his yoga moves to his advantage and tried to squeeze through a food slot. This slot was only 5.9 inches tall and 17.7 inches wide, but Choi Gapbach successfully slipped out of there. This entire process took only 34 seconds. After this escape, he was given the nickname of the Korean Houdini. But unfortunately for Choi, he was located after 6 days and was captured again. Number 9. The Magic Key Escape. This is an escape that sounds unbelievable, in which 3 inmates escaped from a prison in the UK. Andrew Roger, Matthew Williams, and Keith Rose were dangerous criminals which worked in the prison's metal shop. They had memorized the outline of the key which was being used by the guards to open the lockup. They made all the necessary items in the shop to help them in their escape, and after many attempts, made a replica of the original key. They had also made a gun and a 25-foot steel ladder in the shop. On January 10, 1995, they successfully escaped the prison with the help of the replica key. Only after 4 days, they were caught again in trying to steal a plane. A bit ironic, right? Number 8. Redwan Fade. Redwan Fade was a notorious French gangster and was serving a 25-year prison sentence for a robbery and killing a policewoman. During his initial days in the prison, he thought of an idea to escape and made all the necessary arrangements. On April 12, 2013, he victoriously escaped from the prison by blasting 5 prison doors through explosives and broke free in the northern area of Sequedin. Only after a week, Fade was arrested again in trying to escape to Israel. Fade made his second escape on July 1, 2018. With help from 3 masked men, they hijacked a helicopter and forced the pilot to land in the prison's courtyard. The culprits were said to land the helicopter and take their first getaway car. After some time, they set fire to the car and vanished in a white van. 3 months later, Fade was caught again in France. Number 7. Ronald Silva. Ronald Silva was a drug trafficker, and in 2012 he escaped from the Brazilian prison Penedo. His wife would visit him weekly, and one week she gave Silva the clothes she was wearing on her husband's demand. Ronald Silva wore these clothes and changed into a spare outfit his wife had in her purse. He already had shaved his arms and legs, put on a wig, lipstick, heels, and applied fake nails. He walked right past the guards on security, and no one noticed his trick. He breaks free out onto the street successfully. However, Ronald Silva was caught after some time by tracing the dots of his shoes. Number 6. David Sweat and Richard Matt. These two were prisoners at the Clinton Correctional Facility and spent several months planning their escape. They worked in different sections of the prison, including the kitchen, which gave them access to various important tools for their escape mission. They had already noticed a pipe in the prison field that they could crawl through to escape. With the help of Joyce Mitchell, the prison tailor, Richard Matt sneaked in hacksaw blades hidden in the frozen meat. On the night of June 6, 2015, they cut through the steel walls with different tools and left dummies in their beds to fool the guards. Joyce was supposed to meet them outside the prison and provide them a getaway vehicle, but she failed to turn up. David and Richard continued their walk and left the prison's premises after several days. However, the prison security staff eventually located them, and a standoff resulted. Richard Matt was shot dead, while David Sweat was caught severely wounded. Number 5. Mexican drug lord Joaquin Guzman Loera. Joaquin Guzman Loera, also known as El Chapo, is a notorious Mexican drug lord. he has managed to escape prison twice. He was arrested on drug charges by the Mexican police, but in 2001, he managed to escape out of the prison. El Chapo bribed some guards in the prison to aid him during his escape. With the help of those guards, he climbed into a laundry cart and was free for the next 13 years. El Chapo was rearrested in 2014, but only after 17 months, he escaped again using his escaping skills. This time, he slipped out through the mile-long tunnel built underneath the showers. This tunnel also had ventilation and a modified motorbike that was probably used to assist in the tunnel's construction. El Chapo was recaptured in 2016 and presently remains in jail. Number 4. Pascal Payet. This criminal is a French robber and a convicted murderer. He had escaped the prison 3 times and is therefore renowned internationally. On October 12, 2001, Pascal escaped a French village prison with the help of his friends who hijacked a helicopter and collected Pascal from the roof of the prison. He then returned in 2003 in a helicopter and helped 3 more prisoners escape. In 2005, Pascal Payet was sentenced to 30 years of jail for the murder of a guard during a car hijacking in 1997. After 2 years, he again decided to escape from the prison with the same method. His friends hijacked a helicopter, forced the pilot to fly to the roof of the prison where Pascal was waiting. He was again successful in escaping the prison, but he was rearrested in Spain. Number 3. Frank Abagnale. Frank was a notorious fraudster and has been massively popularized after the Hollywood classic Catch Me If You Can. This imposter started committing crimes at the age of 15 years. He was arrested several times by the police and has escaped prison twice. His first escape was from a British airplane when he was being deported to the US, but he was recaptured in April 1971. During the same year, Frank bribed the guards into aiding in his escape. At that time, the prisons were constantly checked by federal workers for civil rights issues. Frank used this opportunity to his benefit and made a fake FBI business card. He then manipulated the prison guards into believing he was an undercover cop and is posing as a prisoner for a review. He builds up this story in weeks and utilized it brilliantly. Considering him as an officer, the guards gave him special treatment, and Frank easily walked right out of the prison. This story got out, and Frank Abagnale got immense sensation. However, he was caught again after 2 months. Number 2. The Alcatraz Escape. This has been a truly unbelievable escape that has also been filmed, starring Clint Eastwood. 3 prisoners, Frank Lee Morris, John Anglin, and Clarence Anglin, successfully escaped Alcatraz, a maximum security federal prison on an island of San Francisco. It was surrounded by water from all sides. The 3 inmates dug a tunnel through a concrete wall using a spoon. Yes, you heard it right, using a spoon. To buy time, they placed dummies on their beds to fool the guards. They had made a boat from 50 raincoats, which were stolen. On June 11, 1962, all of the 3 escaped the Alcatraz, which was considered inescapable. The next morning, their escape was noticed, but it was too late then. Since then, the men were never heard again. According to the security officials, all of them drowned in the water, while there have been speculations that they moved to Brazil. Number 1. Public enemy number 1. At number 1 on the list of craziest prison escapes is gangster John Dillinger, also known as public enemy number 1. He was a bank robber and a murderer too. Dillinger escaped jail twice, the first one in Ohio with the help of his friends on March 3, 1934. When he was captured, he was taken to Lake County Jail in Crown Point, which was considered escape-proof. It's still not confirmed, but speculations say that he used a wooden gun painted black with shoe polish. The guards thought it was real and allowed John Dillinger to leave the prison. A few months later, he was killed in a shootout with the FBI. Which prison escape did you find the most cunning? Let us know down in the comments below. If you like watching content like this, please subscribe, like, and hit the bell icon so you won't miss out on our new videos. Thank you for watching, and we will see you soon.